Hey guys, it's April Fool's Day. This isn't an April Fool's joke. We're in the process of integrating that girl right there, Emmie. She's an alumni. She has been in a foster home, but unfortunately, she was not a good player with her foster, so she needed to return. And then that cute little bae, he's been gone over 2 years, and he has never been here. Emmie was here at this facility. He was at our South Kansas facility before we moved up here. So Emmie is the little Appaloosa, and Caej, his registered name is DL D-O-C Frost, F-R-O-S-T. We call him Caej, C-A-E-J. We call him that because when he was seized by local law enforcement with another 43 or 44 horses, he was trapped in a dog kennel. And that's where he had spent his life as a breeding stallion. 17 years old, he was castrated. We kept him apart from horses for a few months just to make sure his breeding behaviors were not going to become problematic, which they were not. He did great. And so we are in the process of integrating Emmie and Caej. They've been in quarantine for the last week. Both of them came from closed herds, so we know that they don't have any illnesses. They're up to date on vaccinations. Coggins was required before they could come back. So we're giving Caej a chance to find out what the sacrifice area is about. He's got a few herd mates here that couldn't care less, right? And then here in just a few minutes, I'm going to open the gate. We have put a round bale of brome out there. There's also some brome coming up. We're not big fans of brome, which is why we don't use it for pasturing during the springtime, but it's been so cold and so dry, we don't have a lot of risk here. So let these guys kind of figure their way around each other. And again, here within a very short period of time, I'm going to let these two go together. While they did not arrive here from the same location, I did trailer them back from the Wichita, Kansas area, and so they had a chance to get familiar. And then again, together they have been in quarantine, so they've developed a bond. And if you've heard me say this once, you've heard me say it 10 times, it's a lot easier to integrate 2 horses into our herd than it is a single one. We don't always have that option. Sometimes a single horse comes in and they're so much happier and healthier when they can be out on the pasture with their buddies. But it is easier when there's 2 because they can find security and comfort with each other. Not a lot of excitability. As you saw, Penny went over and decided to challenge them. Up there on the hill is Flair, and on the other side is Sadar. They're bonded. They don't really care. But notice how horses that have only been together for a week, didn't know each other before, are almost mirror images of each other. Because of the fact that horses need safety before they need comfort. Safety. They need to feel safe and secure. And an awful lot of times we don't make that possible for them. Then they need comfort. They need food. They need to be without pain. Those particular kinds of things come next. Are you going to come out, Penny? I'll let you come out. And I'll let them follow. How's that sound? Come on, Mama. You can have, oops, hang on. Sorry, got the chain caught. No, go. Okay. Come on, Caej. Come on, Caej. So we're gonna open the gates. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. He sees the gates early. He's a bright little guy. Very nice trail horse. Was actually ridden for the last 2 years by an 8-year-old who is now 10, of course, on trails and at fun shows, but financial situations took their toll during the pandemic and they couldn't continue to afford his care. So, as we do with all of our horses, a safety net. Come on, Caej, ho! We make sure they come back. When things don't work out, they come back here. They don't end up in the pipeline, whether it's to another owner that may or may not do them well, or whether it is into a kill pen. We absolutely make sure that doesn't happen for our horses. They come back here. So we're going to let them figure it out. So Emmie found the gate. She's going to go on out there. She's turning around and saying, Caej, come with me. But he found a couple of cute girls. Yeah, probably not as grumpy as Emmie is, right? Come on, Caej. Let's go on out and see where everybody else. Is that okay? And there he goes. Okay, Emmie came back for him. And here we go. Sorry, it's jumpy here. The ground is not very steady. Okay. I'm gonna close the gate. Keep him from coming in here. Let him run out there. My big guy, Elohim, is taking a little bit of an issue with that new gelding coming into town. And then Steel, another gelding, gonna come and see what he thinks. Doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a deal, does it, guys? As you've heard me say, horses know how to do this better than we do. Raven is a little upset because she's in here to be worked with. Here comes Emmie. Yeah, Emmie, you're not coming in here. No, you're not. Nope. Don't come running in here. Emmie is an Appaloosa. She's probably a more extreme Appaloosa. She does not have mane hair or tail hair. So if you're thinking somebody did something to it, nope. That's just the way she is genetically. You say hi to everybody, Emmie? Can you say, sometimes I can be grumpy, but if you correct me, reward me for positive behavior, make sure I understand I don't get to act badly, then I do good. Yeah, I do good. Yeah. Anyway, everything out there seems to be pretty dadgum quiet. So we're gonna let them just enjoy their day together. We'll open these gates back up here in an hour or two so they can get in for water. That way they don't come blasting into sacrifice where the hay feeders are, etc. Horses and open spaces and zero confinement. I know, they're in a great big huge pasture, they're confined. I get that, okay? But basically they could run from here to the other end and be tired, which is a demotivator for chasing. But you put them in a small paddock, certainly if you involve barbed wire fences, if you overwhelm the new horse by not having the ability to move its feet, then things can get ugly. But this situation usually works out perfectly. All right, guys, have a great day.